Hi everyone, welcome to day 13 of your 21-day yoga lockdown challenge. So yesterday we did earth themed flow and looking at the first chakra. So today we're going to be looking at the water element. So unlike yesterday, this is going to be very fluid. We're going to have lots more movement. The postures aren't going to be static. I want you to really feel into the postures and not necessarily always do what I'm doing, but really feel what your body is calling out for. So when I say make movement, you can just open your mind. Lots of you will struggle with this because it's very much feeling into yourself, and this is something that we quite often neglect and maybe kind of get embarrassed about. So I just want you to just act like no one's watching, because no one probably is watching you, and just really close your eyes again, looking inwards and feeling into your body, and just nourishing it with what it's asking for. Basically, this links to our heart chakra and our throat chakra, so this is why there's a lot of emotion here, like the hips and the heart that have lots of feeling. So stuff may come up again, and just really feel into those and just kind of let your body know what's coming up and move into that. If you are feeling uncomfortable and these kind of emotions, then just kind of be aware of this, and maybe next time just think about what it is that is making you uncomfortable. And hopefully also now you've been moving your body in a way that maybe you haven't before after these past 12 days, this might become easier and more naturally to you than it would have at the start, and so on. So yes, just see how you get on. We're going to start standing up. I want to try and loosen you all up a little bit so that when it comes into the practice, you're not feeling so rigid and you're feeling this flowing, waving motion just like the ocean. So we're just going to start to jump on the spot, just really shaking out anything, releasing any kind of tension, maybe moving the hips from side to side, jumping to the top of the mat, maybe bringing the arms up and shaking them down, and then bringing them up and turning around. There's no right or wrong here, so just do whatever you want to do. Maybe making it more fluid or keeping with the energy, just however you feel. Maybe jumping all the way down to the mat and then floating upwards, just really loosening, trying to get rid of any rigidness in the body which you might be feeling, and you might be feeling a little bit apprehensive about what's to come. So I want to just get rid of all that. Maybe even putting some music on and just doing this for longer. Maybe just slowing it down, still shaking it off. Maybe coming to be more fluid. Don't know about you, but I'm knackered now. Maybe feeling those ocean-like movements, and as we get ready for our water flow. Okay, I think that's enough. So this is just a really good way of just kind of shaking anything off. So if you're just feeling like you're in a bit of a rut, then it's sometimes quite a nice thing to do, just shaking anything off that you don't need. So we're going to come to the top of our mats, and we're all going to take a big deep inhale as we catch our breath, and then just forward fold, maybe even still keeping this movement in the arms as we come to this first forward fold. Then halfway lift, then we'll take that again, so a forward fold and halfway lift. Maybe swaying into those legs, starting to open up, moving the arms around, just really feeling into all those neglected parts of the body that we sometimes miss out in these static holds. And we'll step back to our downward facing dog and just push into here for a few moments. And lower our knees to the floor. Now we're going to come to some cat-cows. In our cat-cows today we're going to really wave here, so we're going to exaggerate the motion. So sinking back into the knees and forward. And then maybe coming from side to side. And then coming to stillness. Now we're just going to bring our left arm out and left arm out, and we're just going to float it around. We're going to float it around to the back and then bring our knee in and just make these circle motions through the side of the body. It doesn't matter what you look like, so don't worry about that. And then place it down, and then we'll come to the other side, bringing out the right leg, opening up the right arm, and again just making these kind of circular motions. And then come to centre. Now we're going to firmly root through our hands and feet and push up into a downward facing dog. I'm going to push into the heels and come up high onto the toes, and then bend through the knees and push down. And again making a waving motion like this, pushing through and then straightening the legs, bending the knees, straightening. Really want to see nice deep bends here. And then come to stillness. Now we're going to rock forward into a plank, and then back to downward facing dog. Forward to plank, and back to downward facing dog. And again, forward to plank, and back to the downward facing dog. Now we're going to sweep up that right leg, open up the hip, bend the knee, and then bring it round to the outside of the right hand and drop our back foot down into a lizard. We'll start up on our hands, really pushing into that hip. Now we're going to tuck under those back toes, or you can stay here, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And we're going to sweep the right arm forward, and we're just going to make these circles with the arm. Again, really feeling into those hips. Just making whatever movements with your arm, just so you can really start to open up the body deeper. And place that down. Now, we're going to do something called wild thing, but I'll take you through steps so you don't have to get to the full posture. So we're going to root through our left hand and our left foot, and we're going to pick up the right foot. This might be where you come to, so you can bring it to a tree variation of your side plank, or if you'd like to go further, you're going to keep on lifting it round. Then we're going to lower the hips, and then we're going to use this to open up and come into a back bend. So pushing up through the feet and open up into wild thing. And then coming back through plank, and then pushing to downward facing dog. Then we're going to power through, push up that left leg up to the sky, bend through the hip, way forward, and place that foot on the outside of the left hand, lowering that back knee, coming into our lizard on the left side. Either staying here or pushing through those back toes, coming into our high lizard, and then making these sweeping actions with the left hand. Just doing whatever your body is calling out for, and make sure you're breathing into this as you do it. Then we're going to power through the right side, so the right hand and the right foot, either coming to our tree variation of side plank, or coming all the way round, dropping those hips to the floor, and then using the power to push up into our back bend, wild thing. Coming forward through to plank with control, and then pushing back into our downward facing dog. Step forward, right foot in between the hands, sweep those arms up into our high lunge. Again, we're going to flow here, so we're going to reach our hands forward and bring them back. Reach them forward, bring them back, and again. Then bring the hands up. Then we're going to reverse our high lunge. So we're going to place our right hand on our left leg and sweep that arm back and reverse. And come forward and switch the hands round. So our left hand is coming onto the back side, and sweep that right hand up. Then come to our plank. Then we're just going to dip down to untuck the toes if you can, and just dip down into an upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. And we'll do that again. Untuck the toes and dip down, and back up to downward facing dog. And now we're going to step that left hand between the hands, left foot between the hands. Bring those arms up to the sky, and then again reaching forward and pulling back, and reaching forward and back, and one more time forward and back. And now placing that left hand on the right leg, sweeping back into our reverse high lunge, and then switching those hands round, reaching forward and sweeping back, and then come round to our high plank, dip down into your upward facing dog, and then we'll just push back and meet in a child's pose. We'll just take a few moments here to catch our breath. Before going into the next posture. Now we're going to push up to downward facing dog. Bend into those knees and jump to the top of the mat, coming up, bringing our hands up to the sky and hands through heart center. So now we're going to again inhale, hands up, forward fold, and and then just sway from left to right for a few moments. And then we're going to step our right leg back into a lizard. We're going to come straight into that waving lizard, so pushing up through the back toes, reaching the left arm forward, and we'll just come for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to place that hand down, push through the right hand and the right foot, coming through our side plank. If you're staying here, stay here, or placing the hips down on the floor and pushing up into our wild thing. Here, maybe playing around with the movements and maybe moving the arm. Then we'll come back through downward facing dog. Not putting that left foot on the mat yet. We're going to reach it through across to the right hand, and then open up into our star posture. Opening up that heart, so we're using the arm to draw up the energy. Placing that right hand back down and coming into a downward facing dog. Now we're going to step that right foot between the hands. We're going to push power up into this right foot, lifting the left leg off the floor. Then we're going to place our right hand in front of the right foot, again maybe using a block or a water bottle. Sorry, I should have said that at the start, just to bring yourself a little bit higher. Then powering through both legs and drawing that left hand all the way up to the sky. Now we're going to come to these waves again, so we're going to bend the knee and then draw the left arm forward. And we'll do this 3 times. Now we'll, with control, step back into our high lunge. Putting that right hand on the back of the leg and reversing our high lunge. Forward to downward facing dog. And I'm making these waves, so you can keep the toes like this for this one, and we're just going to come forward and dip the hips into an upward dog variation and push back, downward facing dog. And we'll do this again. And back. And then we're going to bend the knees and jump to the top of the mat. Slowly coming up. Raise those arms and bring them through heart centre. Now we've got the other side to do. So, toes touching, heels slightly apart. Inhale. Forward fold. Maybe swaying again, making these motions with the spine. Now stepping the left leg back into our lizard. So right foot comes to the outside of both hands. And we're going to open up for 3 circles. So maybe feeling your body edge deeper into these now that we've been here a couple of times. And now we're going to power through the arms, power through the left arm and the right edge of the left foot, maybe coming to this tree variation of side plank, or flipping that leg over, lowering the hips and using this to power through up into our wild thing. Now flipping over and threading that through that right knee across to the left and placing it next to the left hand, and again pushing through these hips up into our star. Now coming to downward facing dog. Now bringing that left knee through stepping it in between the hands, powering through that left foot and pushing up into our half moon posture. So left hand about 6 inches in front of the left foot, and then opening up that right arm up to the sky. Now we'll come to this movement again. Oops, if you fall out, just come back into it, it's absolutely fine. Now lowering that hand and then with control, stepping back into a high lunge. Now we'll reverse our high lunge. Bounce down facing dog. Again, coming to these dips, so keeping the toes as they are, sinking the hips, rocking them back, and again. Engaging the core through this motion. One last time. Then bending through the knees and jumping through to our boat position. So not too much longer to go now. Arms out in front, arms and legs out, and then we're just going to make some action with the arms and the legs, doing whatever you want to. I quite like doing this because it actually distracts me from my core being worked hard, so I find it easier to bring in the action, but you might be the complete opposite. And just hold stillness, and then we're just going to lower to the mat. Knees bent. I want you to be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. And we're going to just do some bridge hip dips. So we're just going to wave. So I want to make sure your knees aren't flaring out to the side. If anything, point your toes slightly inwards, and then sort of encourage your knees to look inwards and stop them from going out. So powering through the feet and the glutes to push your hips up to the sky. You want to have this action of like your core being tugged down to the mat, so as you come up you're sucking in your belly button, and this is engaging our bandhas and our core. Just a few more. And then we'll just hug those knees into the chest, pulling our forehead to our knees. And then we're just going to push our hips over to the right and let our knees fall over to the left. And then we'll just gaze over our right shoulder. Come into a supine twist. To the left and letting the knees fall over to the right, gazing over our left shoulder. bringing our knees back through centre, hugging them in one last time, and then just letting your body come all the way down to the mat. So feet coming out, arms out long, tucking chin to chest, closing off the eyes. Making sure there's no tension in your face and your jaw. If you'd like to stay here longer, then please just pause me and then just finish up whenever you're ready. So the rest of us are just going to start to wiggle our fingers and our toes, shifting our neck from side to side. Tucking those knees into the chest, falling over to the right or the left, whichever you prefer. Then gently pushing up to a seated position or kneeling, however you feel. Rolling the shoulders down the spine. And we'll just take a couple of releasing breaths. So inhale, hands up to the sky. And again. Namaste. Thank you everyone again for flowing with me in this watery fluid flow. So yeah, I'd like to see how you got on with that, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the mat tomorrow. Bye.